Today on Singles Court, Matt's been lapping it up at the strip club, and Delia's blowing her top.
This woman basically is on top of him, gyrating.
He says there's nothing wrong with a little dirty dancing.
I did have a lap dance.
Disgusting. That's vulgar.
It's stripping with a better view, basically.
And Sheldon's out, and his dad's shouting, "Hooray for gay."
He's my son, he's gay, so don't give him a hard time.
It's a genetic thing.
What am I supposed to do?
But Sheldon wants him to put the banner away.
He's seeking my support.
Okay.
And when I give it to him, he wants me to back off.
It's too much. I mean, I just want to be a normal person. I don't need an extra push. I don't need extra help with it. Just treat me the same way as always.
Hi there, and welcome to Singles Court. Now, as usual today, we have singles on the show who have tried to work out their relationship problems on their own, but have had no luck. So today they've come to the right place, because today they will meet a woman who is an author, a lecturer, she even ran her own dating service. She is relationship expert Angela Siegel.
Hi, David. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic today.
You know what I'm working on? I'm working on the ice cream social. It's amazing how many guys want to come just because there's going to be whipped cream and ice cream. Guys, that's
I will be there for ice cream, that's for sure.
Now I'm sure that's why you're coming.
Angela, today I would like you to meet Delia and Matt. Delia is a real estate agent, and Matt is a local carpenter and contractor. Delia's a little upset. You see, Matt went to a bachelor party at a strip club, and he bought himself more than an eyeful. But Matt says the lap dance was harmless and that Delia is overreacting. I'm calling this the case of the private dancer.
Delia. I mean, if he's in a strip club, what else do you think he would be doing?
No, that's different. See, Matt.
That's actually a really good question.
Yeah.
I
usually ask those.
Yeah, thank you. See, and he should know better. He should know not to do that. We've been together for 3 years.
Knows better.
We've been together to do what he did in the strip club.
What did I
Because
do?
we've been together for 3 years. We have mutual friends.
Okay.
And it was one of the friends, his bachelor party. He's getting married, and they decided to go to the strip club.
And there's
there's
nothing wrong with going to a strip club.
myself, but no, I don't like it. But fine, boys
It's
will be
not
boys.
unusual.
Okay.
Boys will be
I just
boys.
went-
So they
I
went. Fine.
I went
said,
into the
they're
club.
gonna go
It's a bachelor party.
and
I mean, what
watch,
did she think I was going to do
have a
there?
little
Play
eye
bridge? So I had a
candy, no
lap
big
dance.
deal.
Big deal. I don't
He
see what
had
the
a
problem
lap
is with that.
dance.
Yeah, I did have a lap
that
dance.
is
Absolutely.
disgusting. That's vulgar.
That's disgusting.
Please.
This woman basically is on top of him, gyrating.
Wait, let's back up.
You
Let's
know.
back up. So he went to the strip club.
Yes, which I thought is just to watch at a distance.
That's all that I did.
So you were
was I
okay
went,
with that? You were okay with him watching
at a distance, fine, eye
okay.
candy, no
Okay,
big
so
deal.
somehow he went from at a distance to close up.
The lap dance is not the big
close
deal.
and
It's just
personal.
like
Why don't you
stripping, just
explain
with
to me
a
what is
better
a lap
view.
dance?
Okay, basically the woman
better
got.
view?
It's stripping with a better view, basically.
She's right on
She
top
got
of
on
you.
top of me. She just, was like touching my neck and stuff. She just kind of slides and squirms on my body.
Gyrating,
What's the big
vulgar.
deal?
But I want to point out, the woman didn't fall onto your lap by accident.
No, he paid
this
for
is
a
a
lap
bachelor
dance.
party, though. This is
Okay.
something. This is
But
something
so
that
what?
I have paid my good money for.
But you were to go
It's a
there
bachelor
just
party.
to have fun with your friends, not to buy a
Yeah,
lap
but you
dance
knew
on
I
top
was
of
going to
you.
go there. What did you expect?
Okay. So you're mad because he had this lap dance with a better view.
It's like infidelity, yes.
What?
I mean,
it's not even close to
she's in
infidelity.
close contact.
None of my
She's
clothes came
naked.
off, okay?
No, but
and
hers did.
the client's not even allowed to
She's-
touch the woman that's dancing.
But
Wait a minute,
she
I'm
can touch
trying
a
to
client.
understand from a relationship perspective what the problem is. Now, you have a problem with the fact that he had a lap dance.
Yes.
He says the lap dance isn't harmless. You feel that it
It
is harmful.
because
why?
She's on top of him. He gets
Hold on,
aroused.
hold on.
That is
If the lap dance is
you're intimate.
Hold on,
She
if the
can
lap
touch
dance
him,
is the
she
issue
whispers
here,
in his
the lap
ear.
dance
You know what? I don't know how the stripper got a dance in because you just keep talking. You haven't shut up yet.
That's right. So she's whispering in his ear, she's touching him, and he's going to get aroused. You could tell me you're not going to get turned on
okay,
by her
what-
touching.
help me understand.
You've never been aroused.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
Listen, really, I'm going to strip you of your lips. Really, be quiet, please. So help me understand how it's okay. You don't think he's aroused if he's looking from a distance?
That's right.
But yet he is if it's close?
Yes, because she's touching him. You're touching another human. She gets to touch him, caress him, stroke.
She's getting mad at me about going to a strip club, and she goes out for coffee.
This is the part where I ask you a question. Did you know that she had a problem with the fact that you were actually going to be at the strip club doing whatever?
I had no idea about anything.
Yes, I told him, but I let him go anyway.
Okay, no. First of all, you never told me that I couldn't go to the strip club, and we never even talked about a lap dance, first of all.
So you had no concept of the fact that she would be unhappy about that?
Listen, I had no concept of that, and she hasn't even considered, like, I mean, she was out with my friend Rudy for coffee.
So?
Like, about, what was that, like 3 weeks ago, they were having coffee.
So what?
I don't know, what does it have to do with that?
It was nothing.
No, but she's talking to me about getting aroused and stuff. Like, why are you going out with my friends for coffee?
To give him advice.
To give him advice.
I'm in real estate.
I mean, coffee's a stimulant.
Yes.
It's a stimulant, but I don't think it works the same way as a lap dance.
Exactly, and it's two friends talking, giving advice about career choice.
The bottom line is she went.
That's how I found out through Rudy. Shockingly, through Rudy, that's how I found out he had a lap dance, and that he was the only one.
Well, you know,
Rudy didn't have one. The groom didn't have one.
Delia.
So he was the only one who got a lap dance.
It's time for a news flash. Okay, let me tell you something. First of all, whenever someone volunteers information over coffee about your boyfriend, don't you at least question their motives?
Exactly.
Why would Rudy tell you?
Why didn't you even talk to me about it?
Rudy was just like,
you're just assuming that this is everything that's happening. He's probably like totally painted the whole thing like it's something like even way worse than's happened. You know what I mean? Like it's probably painting it way worse than it's happened.
Matt, I'd like to hear the answer to these questions.
Thank you. Thank you. Gosh.
Here we go.
I need to understand why you didn't consider, why was Rudy giving you this information? Why was he telling you?
We were just chatting. We're friends chatting. He was joking about the bachelor party.
By the way, Matt had a lap dance.
Okay.
Yes, which is vulgar.
Hold on one second.
We're
missing a big piece of the puzzle here.
I don't buy it. Sorry.
We're missing a big piece of the puzzle here. Listen.
What?
We're at this beach party about 2 weeks ago.
She decided. Hold
on. She decides to give Rudy a back massage in front of everybody. Yes, you did. No, it is something. It is something. You're talking about going to a strip club and getting a lap dance. She's got this guy's shirt up.
Yeah, I'm just getting a friendly massage.
He's complaining about chopping firewood. So my girlfriend Delia comes along and she volunteers all this information about.
Thank you, David. I want to get the facts straight because you guys are just gibbering so much you can't get them straight. You gave Rudy a massage, the same Rudy who told you that he had a lap dance.
That's right.
Yeah. And you don't see anything wrong with giving him a massage.
She's putting suntan or body oil on this guy.
No, you know why?
Yeah.
No,
tell me why.
We're amongst friends. Nothing's being hidden like the lap
touching him. What's the difference?
She is rubbing body oil all over this guy. All her friends, fingers all oily, being totally flirtatious, rubbing his muscles. All the girls like oohing and eyeing about the massage. And she's doing this in front of everybody. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, this is embarrassing. This is like humiliating. It's disgusting.
He was there making jokes himself. He never let me know he was upset.
I'm making jokes with you because I had no choice. Otherwise, I look like the jealous jerk in front of everybody. I just look like an idiot if I start freaking out in front of everybody.
Speaking of idiot, Matt, were you upset because she did that massage? Is that why you went to the strip club?
Exactly.
Well, okay, if that's
I talk to Matt and your mouth opens up. It's amazing. What are you, connected at the hip?
I'm agreeing with you.
If that's the case, then fine.
I asked you a question.
I'm guilty of that.
Matt, it's a question. Listen.
Answer.
Was it retaliation for the fact that she gave Rudy a massage?
Okay.
That's a question.
Yes.
So you didn't go because you wanted to. You went to make her angry.
I wanted to go as well. I mean, it was a bachelor party.
I mean, that's the point I'm trying to make.
There's nothing wrong with getting a lap dance from a complete stranger.
But yeah, you did it in retaliation for what she did. You
Instead of telling me, you went and had a lap dance.
You know what?
How
smart is that?
That's why I had the lap dance.
Okay,
and there you go.
That's it. And you don't have a problem with the fact that you were massaging another male in front of other people. You have no problem.
It was
I have a problem with
there
that.
was
See,
nothing.
I have a big problem
with
that.
And you never asked him if he had a problem with it either, did you?
Because he was joking around
with
everybody else.
David, get the pacifier in the baby carriage because both of y'all need to sit in it. I'll be back with my resolution. This is immaturity at its finest. Delia, there are not too many men that would think it was okay to watch you massage their friend. You're not that naive, and you know that that was not something that he would accept. I mean, even without meeting him, I don't think you'll find too many men that would think that was cute. The one thing I think that Delia didn't count on, Matt, was that you were going to be as immature as she is and do the tit for tat and run down to the strip club. You know, I think about you in the strip club, and I think that the whole situation was based on trying to get her back when she wasn't there to see whether you enjoyed it or not. So it really was stupid. I mean, it didn't make any sense at all. You know, if you think about it, both of you were trying to play the same game, and you both lost. You know, growing up is necessary in all relationships, unless you enjoy playing games. You know, you've been in this relationship for 3 years, so it's time for you to start communicating and understand that what's happened in this situation is you both are putting together attention-seeking antics, hoping that the other one will pay more attention to you, which means both of you are screaming out, "You're taking me for granted." So what happens is you're looking at each other and saying, "Hey, what about me? What about me?" Grow up, really. Take the pacifier out your mouth. What I suggest, Rudy, next time Rudy needs a massage, let him hire a professional. And next time you want a lap dance, skip the professional, let Delia do the lap dance for you. And I guarantee you, even though it's an amateur version, the tips are much better and the value is better for both of you. And that's that, the final word.
Next on Singles Court. Sheldon's out, and his dad's shouting, "Hooray for gay."
He's my son, he's gay, so don't give him a hard time.
It's a genetic thing.
What am I supposed to do?
But Sheldon wants him to put the banner away.
I don't think he even really supports me. I don't even believe that he actually is 100% behind me, or he wouldn't make comments like, "It's not his fault."
And welcome back to Singles Court. I'm David Knight. We're back with 2 more people who have a serious problem, and they've come to get the help from the woman with the final word. She is our relationship expert, Angela Siegel.
David, I'm telling you, after that last case, I was going to go buy some pacifiers. I really was.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't think they go well with singles, you know, carrying that around.
No, it's a little odd, I would have to say.
Sends the wrong message.
Angela, I would like you to meet Dirk and Sheldon. Dirk is a security systems salesman, and Sheldon is his college student son. Now, Sheldon is just 20, but he has recently come out as a homosexual. Dirk is enthusiastically supporting his son, but in a way that's proving too much for Sheldon. He complains that his dad is sounding off about his fine gay son at every opportunity to everyone who will listen. And Sheldon would prefer that he tone it down a little. Dirk claims that it's his parental duty to stand aggressively by his son, but knowing that so much of society is homophobic. So, I call this the case of too loud, too proud, or quit your shouting, the closet door is open.
Sheldon, that must have been pretty difficult.
Well, yeah, it was.
Well, tell me about it.
Well, it didn't happen that long ago, and I felt I had to tell them. I told my mom, and surprisingly enough, I thought after a little crying, she'd be fine with it, but she was worse, and then...
Worse than your dad?
Well, not originally when I told him, he reacted exactly how I figured he would. I mean, he just got so angry, and then he refused to talk to me for a week, just stormed off. But then when he came back, it was with his extra support. And
what do you consider extra support? Well, I mean, you wanted their support, which is why you were told them, right?
Yeah, I do want some support, but it's just, it's caught me off guard. It's too much. I mean, I just want to be a normal person. I don't need an extra push. I don't need extra help with it. Just treat me the same way as always. I'm not a different person.
I mean, what do you
mean? I've been his son since I was little.
Well, just hold on a second. I'm not going to apologize for, giving you my support. I'm going to give you my support. I am a little confused, though. I mean, here you are. He's seeking my support.
Okay.
And when I give it to him, he wants me to back off.
But
I'm confused too.
I don't get it.
It's not this. The support he gives is just, I mean, okay. He's sitting there the other night with his friend. His friend's over. They're having beer, sitting there watching the TV. I'm on my way out, Saturday night. His friend asks, "Oh, hey, Sheldon, you got a date tonight?" And I did, actually. Yeah. But he says, "No, of course he doesn't. He's gay. He's gay. It's fine. It's great. I'm proud of him. He's a homosexual, though. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's just a genetic thing. He's not even happy about it. It's not his fault, though, and we'll stand by him. It's a good thing.
Happen?
It's great."
Well, yeah, it happened. But I mean, look at
like that.
Well, not exactly. I just said that he was, he's my son, he's gay, so don't give him a hard time.
It's a genetic thing.
What am I supposed to do? Look at
when you
told me beer. So your friends are having a beer. 1 minute you're watching Tiger Woods, and next minute you're on
I'm wandering through the room. I'm just on my way out the door. His friend gives an offhand comment. I could have just said, "Yeah, I got a date. I'm on my way out."
There's only one way to deal with this situation. Look, when you described my reaction, going away for 5 days or whatever it was and thinking about it, well, I had to think about it a little bit. I mean, this is something that I don't know anything about.
That's understandable. I understand that.
I don't understand this world. I don't know this realm. This is something I don't have any idea
about.
So I had to think about it.
That's my side.
Yeah. And I came out and I came back and I said, I'm going to support.
It's something that's happened.
Yeah, but I said I'm going to support you 110%, and I'm trying to do that.
50, I'm happy with. 100 is better than good.
Yeah, but you're not happy about it. You're telling me to back off.
I mean, do you understand what he's saying about the fact that your friend's sitting there and really all you had to really say was goodbye?
You gotta understand.
I mean, it's like saying if I'm straight, say I'm straight. It's like, oh, this is my son. He nails boatloads of girls. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's uncomfortable. I don't need that.
This is a pretty tough sell for me and with my friends.
Well, why do you have to
it's a tough sell with me and my associates, my friends.
Well,
I gotta put it in there.
Dirk, why do you have to sell him?
Exactly. That's
the part I don't understand.
Because they're gonna walk all over me if I don't.
Why? They didn't. Before he told you, you didn't know what his sexual preference was.
Yeah, but I'm sure they don't.
Yeah, but
did you talk about that at coffee? Did you ask them?
And they're gonna
so is your son gay? Oh, is your daughter gay?
Look, I got an example. I got this friend Bobby at work. I've been working with him for about 8 years.
Bobby's an idiot.
Look, Bobby's daughter starts dating a Japanese girl, right? And you should have heard the comments. You should have heard the remarks. They're going, "What's the matter, Bobby? What's the matter? Your son doesn't like American girls?" Well, you know, I'm not going to put up with that kind of crap, and I'm not going to do it. So,
is there a correlation between the story you just told me and this one? Because I missed it. Are you saying that because she was Japanese, they didn't like that, so he had to sell them on that?
She was different. He's different. That's the story, and that's what's going on. And I have to take it to them. Maybe they're going to.
Question for you, Dirk. So did that father try to sell people on the idea that they should like his Japanese daughter-in-law?
No.
Well, good. Neither should you.
I don't think he even really supports me. I don't even believe that he actually is 100% behind me, or he wouldn't make comments like, it's not his fault.
Are you?
I am 100%. I'm 110% behind him.
It seem good.
It's just that, you know,
But then why do you feel like you have to sell him? Because one thing about sales, let's use that word, is that you believe in your product, therefore you're able to sell it. Yeah, but you can't sell something you don't believe in. So, I mean, that's my realm. So I can tell you about sales. That's what I've done my whole life. So tell me how you think it's okay to have to sell him if you supposedly believe in him.
I believe in him. I am having trouble with this. You know? I mean, it breaks my heart. This is against God's law. You know?
The truth is you don't
I'm never going to see my son get married. I'm never going to have any grandchildren.
So that doesn't sound like somebody is supporting it.
Exactly.
100%.
But your feelings, but Sheldon, his feelings are valid still. His feelings are still his. You can't discount the fact that that's how he feels. I guess my question to you, Dirk, is if that's really how you feel, how do you think it helps him to try to go exactly the other way? How do you think that helps him? Because it's not believable.
Because, look, Sheldon's got to admit that nobody messes with him when I'm around. You know? No one's going to mess about
with his gay son. That's when they start messing with me. You know, they don't need to know that. They don't need to do
that. You can't hang your head about something like this. Look, I got a theory. The best defense is an offense.
Oh, that's
original. And I'm sticking to that theory because if I don't take it to these guys, they're going to take it to me. They're going to take it to Sheldon.
But you know the problem with Dirk, the problem with your philosophy is that if you're going to have an offense, you have to believe in your team. You don't like what he's doing. That's the truth of the matter. You don't agree with it. You just said it's against God's law. So how are you going to sell something like that?
You don't even support me. It's fake.
Well, I support you. I support you at every turn. I tell everybody that he's my son and nobody better give you any guff.
He's my son. He's gay and no one better give him any guff.
How about just he's your son? Isn't that enough?
Exactly.
That's my question.
It's all I want.
Sure, it's enough. But you don't understand what these guys can do to you.
What guys?
Well, look, I told you about Bobby. Well, he was hanging his head all over the world, all over the office.
But Bobby didn't marry the girl, did it? It was his son that married her. And it's his life, not yours. I'll be back with my resolution. Children give parents shocks for a lifetime. That's not unusual. It happens all the time. Sheldon, you told your parents in hopes that they would be supportive of your decision, but you knew that they needed to deal with the information in the time and the way that they best knew how to deal with it. It's still a shocker, and you have to understand that that has to be within their own time frame. You know, you also have to understand they may never accept it. You can't make people accept something that they're unwilling to accept. Dirk, you love your son. I can see that you love your son, and you should love your son. You don't have to love his lifestyle. You don't. It's okay if you don't. But you have to give yourself time to let everything settle so you can make the right decision. 5 days obviously wasn't enough. You need enough time where it can go through your brain and you can start to really ask yourself the hard questions and then make a decision of whether or not you're going to accept what he's told you. You know, the most important thing is that you remember to love your son. One thing I always say is that you never allow a child's decisions to destroy a parent's love. And when I look at this situation, I would say that both of you need to seek family counseling together and help each person in your family deal with Sheldon's decision. Because what you'll find is that, Sheldon, just because you've come out of the closet, it doesn't mean the door's shut. There are lots of work that needs to be done. You have to try your best to make sure that everyone else is comfortable. But once you've done that, it's time to go on with your life. Just remember, they all love you. And just remember, we don't care who you love. It's that you love those who love you. And that's that, the final word.
Today we learned a lot about hard sales. It's hard to sell your girlfriend on the idea that a lap dance is harmless. It's hard to sell your boyfriend on the idea that lubing up a big guy named Rudy is safe. And hey, most of all, you can't close a deal if you don't believe in the product. We'll see you next time on Singles Court, the final word for singles.